So this is the coolest thing. We have, it's a girl.
Oh my gosh! And so
Yeah, we can tell with Rex.
when
for
that
sure.
happens, then he can breed. Oh, that's a girl. That is for sure a girl.
Yes! Oh my goodness! Now, so they are two females.
Two females. They'll be able to bunk until, really, colony breeding is whenever or colony raising is whenever you let a ton of females all stay together.
Yep.
They will nurse each other's litters. They'll have the same litter in their litters in the same box sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll come around, and whenever it's time for them to feed, all the babies get fed. There's really no reason to ever separate them. But
okay.
if you
Those
want,
two. Okay.
Yeah, unless you see that they are fighting or becoming territorial, you can let them fight it out. They have to establish who is the most dominant one, even just like the boys would want to do. And then, of course, when you colony raise, you get one buck per colony. Otherwise, there could be problems. But you can have all the girls you want in a colony. So two should be no problem.
Okay. Well, they love each other. I mean, they are super
If they get
duper
bonded,
sweet.
yeah, that's a really good idea then. Because, it saves cage space and all that.
So this is the coolest thing. We have, it's a girl.
Oh my gosh! Ollie!
He already is?
Blue.
Blue is a girl. Blue is not a boy. Blue is a girl.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Well, that means that they're going to get along well together, right? Do you think they'll become territorial? Oh my gosh!
So Rex, buddy, you hit the jackpot, dude.
So the blue one is they're sisters, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is awesome.
And they are selfies kids, and so they both carry chinchilla.
Okay.
Ooh, fun.
I'm sorry. They either carry chinchilla or red-eyed white.
Oh, that's okay. That would be kind of cool. I
Red-eyed
thought it
white
would
is
be
good for
neat to
test
see.
breeding, but yeah.
But you're like, I'll eat you.
Yeah.
Ollie even knows. Ollie, tell Miss Jeannie about the bunnies how are we going to choose which bunnies to eat on the land? Ollie came in and told me, Mom, we're going to breed the bunnies, but the ugly ones we're going to eat.
Okay, that's a good plan. That's how I do it too. That way you only have pretty bunnies left to breed. Pretty soon you have all pretty bunnies, and then what do you do?
Kelly, are you aware that 30 days from now,
I just told Ollie, I said, this baby's going to come, and about 10 days later, we'll have this. And he's like, 30 days is so long. I was like, oh, honey, you don't even know. I was talking about building, pulling this further out and building an extension behind it.
You can do that. You can also do, I can tell by your floors, you can do the drop nest boxes where you work them into the wire. I've never done that, but I think it looks like a great idea. The mother rabbits seem to love it. Well, I don't do it right. I do it my way, and there are a lot of people who will tell you never pick them up by their scruff, and I believe in that because I've processed enough rabbits where we did it with the cervical dislocation. And it bruises all their shoulders and everything. It's kind of sad to see. I would hate to think that they're living with it, with those injuries, So I believe in that. I definitely believe you never pick up pick them up by their ears. Yeah. And then, have we talked about ear mites?
We have. We've been looking
They don't
for
have
them,
it,
but do
but
you notice anything
no,
that
no.
we've been missing?
No, I just wanted to make sure that if you were aware, ready. It's real easy. No problem. Ear mites are no problem.
You did awesome with him. He's amazing.
And I've had him since he was really little. And I didn't even want him. A friend of mine that I trade rabbits with, I was giving her a rabbit, and so she wanted to give me one in return. I was like, no, I don't need one. And she said, no, you're going to need to take this one. I can't remember how she talked me into it, but I was like, okay, bring him on.
Oh, so he wasn't born.
Yeah, he was not born in my rabbit tree.
How big was he whenever you got him?
He was probably, I think she doesn't let hers go until they're 12 weeks. So
okay. Oh, so it was
he was a little big, like their size. I didn't socialize him like this. This is just strictly his personality.
He is amazing.
So, but the way I pick up a rabbit, they can't kick you if you pick up their back feet first. And so anytime you're putting them in or out of their cage, you're going to...
feet first.
Yeah, back feet first, because that way they can't kick off of you, because that hurts. And so, but to make them feel secure, he does not want to be held.
I think it'll work,
They love to have their back feet supported. So
somewhere
if you,
squishing under you.
yeah, so if
Okay.
you put your hands, see how much calmer he is.
You
Yeah.
just gotta
But we're
know.
gonna clip those nails.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
okay,
no, no, no.
maybe we
Shredding
should have.
you.
No, this is exactly how you do it. I mean, how you figure it
would've
out.
done it.
How I would have done it if it was my rabbit. So, I can feel that his nails right
Yes.
now are too long. He's Harlequin, which means his nails are part white and part black, and it's best, easiest to see if they're all white. So whenever
Okay.
you're clipping Sophie's nails, that's going to give you the best idea of where their
how
quick
chilly
starts. Because his back feet are supported. That's all that it takes. They just want to know that, I guess, that they're not falling.
Yeah.
So she's going to teach you basically how to cut their nails.
Because you'll see the quick.
Yeah, but if it's an all black nail, all you can do is just get the sharpest
Yep.
part of it off, and just
let
don't
it be.
try to clip the whole thing, because it's not worth. I mean, it's probably not that big a deal. Some people put cornstarch whenever they bleed, but that's gotta hurt. So I just clip the little sharpest part off and leave it if it's
Okay.
black,
Okay.
or if I don't know. But now that I've had enough white ones and have clipped their nails, and I've figured out how far
Kind
up
of
that
know
quick
what the
goes.
length is.
Yeah, now I'm a little more confident to go further back. So once you see somebody do it, you gain a lot of confidence. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. So you just
I know.
keep their feet up so that they can't kick anything. See how far up his quick goes? Pretty. So we're just gonna clip the very top of that.
Just like
This one's a little bit.
but smaller. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jeannie,
Now-
you're a godsend.
They get super thick when they're older like this, and so that's why these scissors are the best ones.
Okay.
The ones that are like for dogs,
Yeah.
sometimes you'll go to clip it and they catch and they kind of just twist the little nail. These never do that. These are always like,
Cute.
my pleasure. And then there's a video once where this woman said, all you have to do is go pinch, pinch, clip. And if they don't flinch when you pinch, then you're at the right.
You're not at the quick.
But no, that's not true. Sometimes they flinch and you're doing just fine. And sometimes they don't flinch and you go clip it and they bleed forever. So, see, this one's really white and clear, and I can see very clearly where the quick would be there. So I'm going to go a little further back.
What are you calling it?
The quick.
quick.
I don't know if that's the right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I can't believe it.
He's done.
Because I want him to have fun and be able to get out and.
You can see he's got really nice thick furred pads on his feet. That's really good because they can get sore hocks.
Yeah.
And the long nails can make sore hocks worse or can actually start the problem. So he either has really good genetics with his thick fur, or he's just really happy there. And that's just really clean wire. I think it's a fungus. It's not so much the wire that's the problem, but it's the fungus that gets into the. That's what I've heard. So some people use antifungal on it to prevent it.
I don't know how Blue is a girl.
We're gonna have to come up with a new name for Blue. Bluette. Put down in the comments, what should we name Blue now? Give us some ideas of good nicknames for Blue. Bluette, Blue, Bluesy, Bluesy.
Hold on.
You can do it.
Okay. I'll hold you left-handed. Good.